Hello and good morning. Today we're going to take you through how to download Mozilla Thunderbird. So if you're fed up with Windows Mail or you like a few more features, Mozilla Thunderbird is the way to go. Thunderbird is made by the same people who make Firefox, which used to be a really popular browser before Chrome came along, and still is to some degree. And it's basically a free and open source platform, cross-platform email client, so it allows you to access your emails, whether that's free email providers like Gmail or Hotmail, or whether it is personal private email addresses on your own domain. So if you type in Thunderbird into Google, the official website is thunderbird.net, so it's the first result here. And if you click on that, so it promises to make email easier. And then when the website opens, if you click on the green free download button, it will start downloading the setup file. So it's easy peasy. Mozilla don't have any annoying nag screens, where it stops you downloading it, but it will ask you for a donation, whether you want to give once or monthly. If you don't want to, you can just press the cross up there and it will just take you back to the website. So it's easy peasy. It doesn't delay you at all in getting Thunderbird installed on your computer. And the download itself is 53.8 megabytes, so not large at all. And once that has finished downloading, if you just click once on Thunderbird Setup, so we're on 102.8.0, it will start extracting the setup for us. And then user access control will pop up because it's trying to make changes to your hard disk. So just click the yes button there. And then we will be welcome to the Mozilla setup. So we can close Chrome behind us because we don't need that now. So this wizard will guide through the installation of Mozilla Thunderbirds. Recommend that you close all the applications before starting the setup. Newsflash, if you don't, it won't actually really affect anything unless it happens to be a web browser. They're the ones that usually cause a problem, so better to close them first. And it'll make it possible to update relevant system files without having to reboot your computer. If there is a disaster scenario where something's interfering with the setup, it will let you know and you can restart after the install. So we're going to click Next to continue, and you can choose between Standard and Custom. So Standard will just default a lot of the options, make it easier. If we go through Custom, we can choose all the options. So if we do that, so we can explain it. First, you'll get to pick a destination folder where you want it installing. Inside program files is pretty typical on your C drive, and we can see it'll take up 227 megabytes, so not a lot of space at all. If we then click Next, we can set up optional components. So the maintenance service is the only optional component. Allow Thunderbird to update silently in the background. It's defaulted to install the maintenance service. This isn't sending usage data back. What this is doing is ensuring that Thunderbird can install when you close it after it's downloaded and updates. We recommend leaving that checked. Click Next then. Ask you whether you want to create icons on your desktop over here, and then your Start menu down here. There's no reason not to keep those checked, so we'll keep those both checked to make it easy to access. And then this is final option. If you currently use Windows Mail, then by default, if you open emails, it will open up there. But if you leave Use Thunderbird as my default mail application ticked, what it will do is it will change the system settings in the background so that Thunderbird now opens all your emails. If you are just testing this out, we recommend you uncheck that box. If you are wanting to use Thunderbird as your main email client from now on, leave that checked. So use Thunderbird as my default mail application. And once we're finished with that, we can click Install to continue. It will then begin to install Thunderbird, and it will only take a matter of moments, and then you'll be presented with a finished screen where you can launch Mozilla Thunderbird now. We can see Thunderbird's also been added to our desktop there. So if we click Finish, leaving that box checked, the next thing that will happen is it will load up Thunderbird. And when Thunderbird first loads, it'll ask you to set up your existing email address. If you click on the Home tab, this is what you'll normally see with your email addresses down the left-hand side. That's popped up a privacy notice because it's the first time that we've used it. You can read that if you want, or just close it like most people do. And in terms of setting up your email address, you just need to type in your full name, the email address that you want to set up, and that sign, .test.com, and then your password. If you leave this box checked, it'll remember your password, so it won't prompt every time you log in. We do recommend that, otherwise it can get quite annoying, particularly if you have multiple email addresses. And then if you type in your password, you can press continue, and it'll try to look up the configuration based on this website. Now, obviously, this website does exist, but that email address doesn't exist. So it will ultimately fail setting it up. But with yours, as long as you've got the email address and your password right, what Thunderbird will do is try to work out the test settings. If, for any reason, Thunderbird can't detect the settings of your account, and we're not surprised in this case, because the email address doesn't exist, what it will do is allow you to configure manually the incoming and outgoing server. These details you don't have to remember. You will be able to get them from your provider if it is not automatically set up, and it will allow you to press done once a successful test has been performed, and then you're all ready to start using Thunderbird. Hope that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video, and we will be back shortly with more tech related videos. See you later.